welcome back. Today, we are going to be going over everything that you might have missed in the newest LEGO Fortnite update. Guys, I know it's been a wild first day after the update. I can't say it was the best day, but you know what? We're going to get through it. And if you guys are here watching the video, I appreciate you guys stopping by the channel. I'm uploading daily LEGO Fortnite, and I would love to have you guys on our journey. But yeah, if you guys missed yesterday's video, a lot has changed, and basically the entire way that you play this game will never be the same. I'm going to go over a bunch of different things, but first I have to get all the way over to my snow biome, which is going to take a long time. The first thing I'm doing is making 2 new grapples, because as you guys all know, we can no longer refresh our grapples. And you know what? While the copper is actually cooking, we're going to show you guys the first thing that you might not have noticed that changed in this newest update, and it's using the sword to harvest wood. So if you guys have been watching the channel, you know I was a huge advocate of using the sword because it didn't take away any durability and it was way quicker than the axe. And as you can see now, it actually takes damage. You just heard it ring. But as I continue to do this, if you zoom in on my inventory, you can see that our durability goes down with every single hit. It's something that wasn't in the patch notes, but they did stealth fix that. So I definitely wanted to point that out off the top because now it's much more difficult to get wood. Don't get me wrong. I still think that the sword is going to be the best way to harvest wood, but it's just not as useful. The next thing that was highlighted in the patch notes, but not a lot of people have been talking about, and it's very underrated, so this is a good fix. If we talk to my villager Sky right here, you can see that I actually assigned her to work on the metal smelter, and she's giving me copper bars. Only 2. Maybe the more rare villagers give more. I mean, Sky is probably my most common villager here, but the fact alone that you can get copper bars is definitely a step in the right direction and something that's worth noting. There's a ton more that I want to get into, but I got to get over to my other base. So the last thing I'll say in terms of an update on the survival series, because I know a lot of you guys have been asking, there's been a bed down here because I did invite a duo to my world and he joined and recorded a video. It's gotten pushed back a little bit, but it still will be out. Don't worry, I did not forget about it. I'm just waiting for him to launch his first, but hopefully that should come sometime this week. And it should be pretty refreshing to watch something fun because, you know, I have been talking a lot about this update and this update has been a little tough. But yeah, subscribe so you don't miss that video because that one is going to be an absolute banger. But we've got everything we need to make not 1, but 2 new grapplers because we're going to be using these a lot. I haven't fully given up on the idea of using a grapple. I think I'm going to continue to do it until I run out of all of my resources. And to talk a little bit more on what I think is going to happen in the future of this game, I actually think that they're going to listen to the community, at least I hope. You know, at the beginning of this game's life cycle, there was a problem where you could only stack 30 of each item, and they listened to us and they reverted it. And I'm very much hoping they'll do the same with this grapple because I think every single person I've read talk about this update has been complaining about the grapple, and I really have faith in them to listen to us because they did in the past. So all we can really do is hope for the best there. Oh, okay. And I just got the stamina bug, which they said was fixed in the patch notes, but it's not. So the only way to fix that is to die or back out, and I'm deciding to back out here. Oh my, and I just backed out and I don't have any of my stuff. Literally everything I just made is gone. All I have is 10 vines. There's no way. It actually took my resources too. Like, that's insane. And I'm back exactly where I backed out, and there's no sign of a backpack other than this one, which was actually here from earlier. Luckily, earlier, I did have 1 grapple with me, which is definitely useful. But let's try to continue on with this video. So I want to show you a few more things that you might not have known because they weren't in the patch notes for this new update. The first of which is over here at any pre-generated structure, and it has to do with these blue barrels. Now, in the past, if you were to break these, you would actually get absolutely nothing, but now when you break a blue barrel, you'll be very happy to know that you actually get copper bars. As you can see, I just got 4 copper bars from breaking that single barrel, and that goes for every single one that you'll ever break. What did I get out of this chest? 1 cord and 5 silk. They did say that they buffed those chests. I don't believe it because I don't really think that that's a buff, so take that lightly. I don't really believe in a lot of the things they said in the patch notes because a lot of the stuff honestly isn't fixed, except for the grapple. They made sure to fix that one. Oh, dude, this game is driving me crazy today. In all honesty, I do have faith in the LEGO Fortnite team to listen to our feedback and hopefully fix a few of these things. I don't think that they're ever going to revert the grapple because, you know, it was a glitch in the past. But I do think that there could be a fine line that they can find where they could make the players happy with the grappler. It's obviously become a very big part of this game, and I would hate to see it become completely useless. One really good idea that I saw was to actually use drawstring as the ammo type, and you can carry up to 50 drawstring in your inventory. I feel like that's honestly a great idea, and I'd love to see LEGO Fortnite implement that in some way. Anyway, I'm yapping because I'm going through an empty field. I have to go super far away to get to my new village. It's completely off the map because it's that far. So I gotta run for like the next 25 minutes. Actually, I wasn't gonna cut, but I found this barrel and we're gonna break this to see if we get more copper, and we do. Okay, so that's actually really nice that you can get so much copper. I wonder what happens if you break one of these. Oh, Yep. Okay, I figured that would happen. Back to running. Yo, what? What is that? What in the world is this? It's just a bunch of tables. Okay, well, I'm gonna try to open this chest and see what happens. And, ooh, we got some blast powder, some silk. Okay, this is a better chest. I don't know what's going on, and I can't really get any of the stuff. I mean, if I break all... Oh, wait, you can't even break them. I don't know what's going on. I can't really get the stuff in there, but that's fine. We are almost back. And hang on, as I was doing more research for this video, I found out that other people were finding these exact same things with different blueprints, and the way to actually discover the blueprint is by opening the chest. This specific user on Reddit, Nathan Brochet, found a dishwasher, and when they broke one, it would give them 5 marble slabs. And then as soon as they opened the chest, like I just said, they got the build recipe. So this seems like a secret little thing they added to the game, and it's something that you guys should definitely look out for. And well, we are back. Let me get a torch in my hand, because it is so dang dark out here. There we go. The first thing that I'm gonna do while we're over here is actually put down a bed and set a spawn point, because I haven't done that since I've been here yet, and I definitely want to avoid a situation where I have to spawn all the way across my world again, because in the future episodes of the survival series, when we get back to our normal programming where we're building a village out, I gotta work on this village here, and this is probably where I'm gonna live for the foreseeable future. Anyway, the next thing that I wanted to show off in today's video that you might not have learned about, because this is actually something that I'm also trying for the first time, and it's that if I come over here and build myself a fresh pickaxe, go over to the essence table, and I enchant it with triple damage, and we come and find a rock. Apparently now, if you have triple damage on your axe, it should one-hit a rock. And oh my goodness, it just did 39 damage to that rock. So as you can see, that is confirmed and something you probably honestly didn't know about, because I don't think it was in the patch notes. But the essence of damage now works on pickaxes, and it's gonna make harvesting granite miles easier. And I'm talking a lot easier. There's actually another thing that I want to test on top of that. There's sapphire here, which usually takes about 7 to 8 hits, I believe, to break. Let's see what it does here. Oh my goodness. That took 3 hits to break sapphire. And hang on, the only logical thing to do next is try it in a cave. And we have made it to our cave of choice. You can see that there's iron in front of us, which if you didn't know, they actually kind of changed the look of. They changed the look of every single ore, including the ones in the desert cave like obsidian. But you can tell that now it's a 4 hit to break iron, and you get about 5 to 7 pieces every single time, if I recall correctly. So this just got a lot easier. The only problem with this, and I've heard this a lot in my comments, I personally haven't had this issue yet, but a lot of people are saying that they're running out of bright core in their world, which means they're not even going to be able to smelt the iron. That's tough. I honestly don't know what to tell you. Hopefully they refresh caves at some point. But for those of you who are still fortunate enough to have stuff inside of your caves, definitely try out the triple damage pickaxe, because it's going to make your life a whole lot easier. I'm going to have a little bit of fun with this though and just collect some more ores. So I'll see you guys when I'm done. All right, and that was for demonstration purposes, but I still did come out with quite a bit of sapphire and iron, which you'd love to see. We'll probably get back to our daily grind in tomorrow's episode, but today, like I said, I just want to tell you guys as much as you don't know about this new update. Everything's still fresh, and I'm sure we'll continue to find out more, but there's even more that I want to highlight in today's video, starting with being AFK. So if you've ever gone AFK in LEGO Fortnite, you'll know that the game used to never kick you out. However, that has changed in this newest update. I did an experiment where I sat AFK for as long as I possibly could to see how long it would take before it would kick you, and to my surprise, it took under 30 minutes for the game to kick me out. I believe that the reason they changed this was because maybe people were farming XP by being AFK, either that or the servers couldn't handle that many people just sitting around. Either way, that's a thing now, and I'm sure some of you guys maybe didn't know that. Next thing I wanted to talk about are pre-built chests that generated in these structures, because if there was one in your world that you might have been using, it probably despawned. I had a gold chest here. I'll pop up footage if I have any, but I was using it as storage for all my stacks of obsidian, and as I hopped in for the new update, it was gone. All of my stuff was straight up gone. You hate to see something like that, but if you did use one of those in your world or one of your bases and you haven't revisited that yet since the update, I am sorry to deliver the bad news, but there's a high likelihood that the chest is just gone and all of your items are gone. You hate to see it. Another thing that I wanted to share with you guys that I learned actually the first time that I used a launch pad is that when you go ahead and break one of these things, you can still use it for a very short amount of time, meaning you could pick up all of the items, use it, and then go ahead and place another one. This is basically one of the best ways to travel at the moment, and it's something that's very, very easy to use. Like I said, I learned this by accident, but if that hasn't happened to you yet, or you haven't accidentally stumbled upon one of those, then go ahead and try that out. By far, that's one of the most useful travel tips. Just make sure you don't do what I just did and you actually grab the stuff before you use it, because eventually it will disappear and you won't be able to use it. Who is that? Is that... Whoa, there's 2. I guess that my villagers just don't like being on land over here, but that's fine. And to go along with what I said earlier, damage on a pickaxe is OP for a lot of reasons, including the fact that when you're trying to break things like a launch pad, it's a one hit. It does 585 damage, I'm pretty sure I just read. Oh, I didn't do it that time. Try that again. So we break it, we grab everything, and bang. You can be on your way, and you can pop it down again. But yeah, the point I was trying to make wasn't about the jump pad, since I just showed that. It was more about the pickaxe and showing that it does a ton of damage, and it's going to save you a lot of time. So I think for the foreseeable future, I'm going to be using a triple damage pickaxe. I was always the one to run triple durability, but I think that pickaxes are still very durable, and you don't really need triple durability. It's nice to have if you're going on super long adventures, but I don't find it super difficult to actually just craft up a new one every once in a while. So yeah, I think I'm going to be running triple damage until something else changes. Anyway, two more things I wanted to share courtesy of Reddit. The first one is about the Lego Dreams relics, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, on screen right here, you can see that there's a broken down Lego Dream ship on the sand. It's been a thing. You guys might have seen it before the update, but apparently it's becoming more and more frequent, which may be leading up to something and hinting towards a future collaboration. But, you know, I've done speculations before, and maybe they didn't pan out the best, so I'm not going to say anything is definitive. That's just something that's in the map, and you guys can definitely find. I believe that most people are finding them in the shore biome as well, so that's something to note. And lastly, I haven't been able to find a brute in a minute, but apparently now they don't die when they go into the water. Up until last update, if you didn't know, you could basically lead a brute all the way up into the water, and he would instantly die, giving you a super easy brute scale. That is no longer the case. I don't really mind that because the brute scale was too easy to obtain, especially when they were in chests and stuff like that. Having to actually go out and hunt and fight a brute isn't something that I feel like people have been doing because it's so easy to get it elsewhere. So I don't mind that change, and it's just something that you might not have known about. Anyway, it's been a while since I've worked on any of my villages, so in tomorrow's episode of the Daily Survival series, we're gonna get back to work on this village specifically, as well as we're gonna think about doing a few other projects. We got a lot of the pipeline, and I'm super excited to get back to work on this game. We got our friend Tomato Head, which we haven't even really interacted with. I'm super excited to check out and actually start playing in this update because, you know, so far I've mostly just been talking about it. Again, subscribe if you guys are new. I'm trying to upload daily Lego Fortnite. I talked about this in yesterday's video, but it's taking me longer and longer every day to make these videos now that the travel takes longer and a lot of the stuff got nerfed. But I'm staying super positive, and I'm still having a ton of fun with this game. I hope you guys are as well. Drop a like and drop a comment on how you're feeling about this update, because now it's been over a day since this update's been out, and I'm sure most people have had more time to think about it. So yeah, let me know what you think. Use code Kaz in the item shop as well if you're buying any Lego Fortnite skins, and thank you so much for watching all the way until the end of this one. It's been your boy Kaz. I'll catch y'all tomorrow with another Lego Fortnite video. Peace.